that first year. Never had cramps. My endo didn't. I didn't know it was endo at the time because no one I knew what that was back then. My endo didn't start till the second year I had a period. It was about a year and a half after my first period. That's when I started getting debilitating cramps. Thank you, Tactical Possum. I started mine the same day my mom let me start shaving my legs. I was so confused. Y'all all know my kids are smart asses. I will never forget the way Hannah told me that she had started her period. She went to the bathroom, comes out a little bit later, and goes, I'm bleeding from my vagina. And that was how she told me she got her first period. Like it was such a non-thing for her. She didn't give a fuck. I cried like a baby because I thought it meant I couldn't be a kid anymore. She just walks out of the bathroom and she goes, I'm bleeding out of my vagina. I squalled. I fucking hated it. And I hid it. Keep in mind, I told you earlier, my mama, no motherly instinct. So, I also was embarrassed that I had my period. And I kept it a secret for months. Because like I said, I didn't have one every month. And my grandmother and my mama, they used maxi pads because they gave birth vaginally and they had incontinence. And I would steal pads from my mama and my grandmother. We weren't close at all. Really? Thank you, Alex. Same with my mama. All the way up my daddy's ass. And came out in the living room and said to everyone, I have a sore down there. Oh, like, I dealt with that by myself. I didn't have a mother I could talk to like that, and I was too embarrassed to go talk to my grandmother. That is a good idea, Amy. I was ashamed of it. I cried. I thought it meant that I wasn't a kid anymore, and I was not ready to be an adult, and that's why everything that my parents made weird or taboo or just otherwise not normal, I made sure to normalize that with my kids. I was embarrassed and then, oh no, Jess. My parents acted like schmecks was the dirtiest thing in the world. It couldn't be talked about. It was make it make sense that they would watch R-rated movies around me. I remember them watching, I remember like it was yesterday, and I don't know how I remember this, and I couldn't tell you what I said 10 minutes ago. But when I had appendicitis, I was in 5th grade. I am laying on the couch, unaliving, sick as a dog, puking, high fucking fever, stomach pain, the works. My parents are watching Fatal fucking Attraction. And that was was it Basic? No, it was Fatal Attraction. They also watched Basic Instinct with me in the room. We could watch whatever the fuck we wanted to with our kids around, but don't let the kids know that we have sex. What we'll do is the calendar that's hanging on the wall in the hall, every time we do it, we'll put a star on the calendar. That was what my parents did. And I don't come from a religious family. Like, we were holiday Baptists, you know what I mean? We were in church for Mother's Day, Easter, that kind of thing. And then we would go to the Christmas cantata in December. Really, Blair? It's just how they were raised, I think. Same, Vixen. Because exactly. I have always been open with my kids about Smex. I've always let them know that if they're going to do it, and they don't have protection, I would rather them come to me. If you don't talk to your kids about stuff like this, do you know where they go these days? The internet. Do you want idiots on the internet talking to your children about Smex? I don't think so. Yes, Twalt Master. Yes, I have. Oh no, Vixen.
Oh, I found my AirPods.
Where were they?
Right here.
You know, you have to look for them a lot. You lose them a lot. Maybe you should have a designated spot
Maybe
for them.
you should kiss the underside of my ass. You sit there with your little fucking headpiece and be quiet.
You just jealous.
Yeah, that's it. God, I wish I had that ridiculous looking thing on my head.
Hey, this ain't ridiculous.
Hey,
Hey, I'm Superman.
Ridiculous.
I treated Smex like such an unserious part of life, so that, I mean, your kids are still going to be uncomfortable talking to you about it, right? But when I started having Smex, I had no one to talk to. Nobody. Because I couldn't talk to my mama about it. I didn't have a relationship with a woman. I was not going to go talk to my grandmother about it. So, the only person I had to talk to about Smex was Mr. Swifty, because he had already had Smex before. We were two dumb fucking teenagers. Wait, no. Wait, I didn't mean.
Why you took down fucking teenager?
We were two dumb teenagers. Fucking, but I didn't mean. The pun was not intended. Oh my God. Oh. I have a hilarious story, but I would never tell it on here because, one, to this day, it embarrasses Mr. Swifty. And he would unalive me. Dumbest smart kids ever is what mine say. When me and Josh were dating, it was the second year we were together. We got together in 94. 95, my mama took us to Panama City during spring break. And my mama, I'll tell the story, then I got to go to bed. My mama, anytime, I grew up, we went to Panama City every summer for vacation. My mother, her beach vacation pattern, wake up and about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning, go down to the beach, rent a chair, stay there all fucking day for several hours. So, me and Josh, we're waiting on her to go to the beach, right? For obvious reasons. And she goes down to the beach. We literally, we're sitting in the room, we're inside the room, looking out the window and the door through the balcony, trying to make sure she's down on the beach. So we see her finally, she gets her chair, gets her cushion, gets set up, sits down. We go to town. Next thing I know, my mama is coming back to the room. And I pushed Josh off the side of the bed. You know, hotels are like, here's a bed, here's the air conditioner. We were on the bed by the air conditioner. I pushed him off that side of the bed between the air conditioner and the bed. And he pops up from the side of the bed with the comics from the newspaper from that morning upside down. And without anybody saying a word to him, he goes, "Oh, I was reading the funny papers." The one fucking time this woman goes down to the beach and forgets something. Then, for the rest of the trip, my mama, when Josh couldn't hear or wasn't around, "Are y'all having sex?" I'm gonna get you on birth control. Jessica, are y'all having sex? No, mama. I can still see, to this day, Josh popping up on the side of that bed with those funny papers upside down. And he just goes, "Oh, I'm reading the funny papers." Oh my God. Like, if he'd have just shut the fuck up, like, we couldn't have looked more guilty if we tried. Oh, at 12, I was 14. I ain't no fool. Lord of mercy. That was the funniest shit. I give him hell about that to this day. And he always says, "I'll kiss my ass." Like, we were good. I mean, I don't think we were good, but we'd have been a lot better if you'd just shut the fuck up. No thanks, I'm good. I have one granddaughter already. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm gonna go. Y'all have a good night. Have sweet dreams. Have a good day tomorrow. And I will, remember, look for me earlier tomorrow night, because I'm going to try to go live for a little bit from Cruaboo. And it starts at 6 o'clock Central Time. So start looking out for me sometime after 6 o'clock Central Time tomorrow night. Y'all have a good day tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow.